Hi everyone, well welcome back to Series 2 of Sheroes Unlimited. Pretty excited about this. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to everybody who has emailed and sent messages and phone calls about Series 1. We've had such great response from women all around the world and guys as well, so that's really cool. And as a direct result of that, we've decided to do Sheroes Unlimited 2. And I'm very, very proud and excited to say that our first Shero that we're going to be featuring this series is not only I'm not going to say an old friend because she's not old, but we've known each other for a long time. We've worked together, as a result of that, we've become great friends, and I've invited her to join us here on Sheroes Unlimited to talk to you about her life, because even though she's a lot younger than me, she has inspired me a lot. She's a wife, she's a mother of 3 amazing kids, and she's been in the marketing and media industry most of her life, but she had a little bit of a life change, and that's what she's going to share with us today, and a few tips. So welcome, Natalie Renna.
Thank you, Jaynie. Hello.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So Natalie, as I said before, you're a wife, you're a mother of 3 amazing, very busy kids. Mm-hmm. You have your own family business with your husband. And you have just gone back and started your own business again, Mercy Me Marketing.
Yes.
How do you fit all of first of all, here's my big question. Why? Why?
I always knew I was going to get back into it. I love it. It's part of who I am. It's part of what I love doing, and it makes me happy. It just makes me happy, and I think the timing was right for me to go back into it. I knew one day I would, but I wanted to give my kids that time that they needed growing up to be there for school pickup and drop off and kinder music and playgroup and all of that stuff, which now drives me nuts now, but it was so good that I could be there and do that with them. And now they're all back in school again. It was always in the back of my mind that I would get back into it, but I didn't think it would be under my own company. I thought I would always go back to an agency working for someone else, and then I thought, why not do it on my own? So that's what I've done. So when you made that decision, if my memory serves me correctly, when we had the conversation when you were starting back out again, you were actually doing most of it from home to start with, weren't you? Yes.
How did that go with your balance with your family? And
not that well, to be honest. And that's part of the reason why I've part of the reason why I've gone back out into an office environment, because home life is home life now and work is work, and I can actually switch off and turn off and leave the office. And the kids understand that, sometimes you need to work at home and sometimes you need to attend to things urgently, but for the majority of the time now, when I am home, I really try consciously to switch off and make that time one-on-one with them.
A difficult thing to balance, but it seems like you're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Trying to find a winning formula that works for everybody at the moment. But really, it's a good opportunity to say, right from 4 until 7, no electronics, no phone, no laptop. Get them, dinner and homework and bedtime routine and whatnot, and then they can have some free time before bed, and I might start plugging away for a few hours.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. So tell me, give me an idea, and for those that are watching us today, Mercy Me Marketing. What does it do? What does your business do?
Pretty much everything. So when I left the advertising world, it was very much media orientated. It was all about TV and radio and press, and that was virtually it. Whereas now I've come back into it quite a few years later, and it's all changed so much. So there's a huge component of PR related to marketing that was never there before. It was very separate. Now it's kind of meshed together. There's a massive portion of my business is now PR and launches and social, of course, and digital was just, enormous. So I would say that would be at least 50 or 60% of what I'm doing now. And the other is still the traditional media, which I love, TV and commercial production, radio productions, media bookings. Press yes, it's still very strong, but it's obviously got an online component to complement it now as well.
So public relations and marketing for a business, be it small, medium or large, you would say should be the number one focus for any business?
It needs to
initially?
be part of,
Yeah.
definitely part of the mix,
Yeah.
for sure. There's some businesses that do phenomenally well that I look after and they haven't needed to market themselves or that, advertise, paid for, but marketing before they open is what actually got them so busy in the first place, got people to know about them and who they were, and one day that will go down slowly. People will start forgetting about them. They have to be top of mind again, so it's actually really important to just keep it plugging away all through the year, every year, to keep brand awareness up there.
And Mercy Me Marketing is doing a good job of that, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Especially in the current market where, from what I see, everybody's, fighting for the clients. So, you're doing amazing. So, Natalie, what drives you? What would you say drives you?
I think for me personally, I know I'm at my happiest when I'm in this field, in this industry. I love it. So it really, it's not about, I'm not sure actually. It's a good question. I think the ability to be independent and have my own company and be able to take time off when I want to, or plan a holiday and plan work around the holiday and whatnot is really a big driving factor. And being in the industry that we are in, where there's so many, I guess, people that are not overly genuine, it's actually lovely to be back in an industry like that and work only with people that I can now kind of choose to work with, whereas before there was no option. So it's very refreshing. I work with some amazing people that do some incredible things and aren't in it just for the dollar. They're actually really passionate about what they do and incredibly good at what they do as well.
So what you do now, basically, then from what I'm hearing, is that you've gone back into the industry that you're so passionate about. You've worked out your work-life balance to the best that you can. And it gives you the flexibility and choice of who you work with, which is awesome. So, Natalie, if you had an 8-year-old Natalie standing in front of you right now, what advice would you give her?
I would tell her 100%, I know it's so cliche, but believe that you can achieve anything you want to achieve and go for it. Go for it 100%.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great. Natalie, thank you so much for joining us on the first of our series 2 of Sheroes Unlimited. And you most definitely are an amazing Shero. Love you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Love you
And
too.
thank you. And thanks to everybody watching. And we look forward to having you on the next one where we're featuring another amazing Shero. Have an amazing day.